Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. It has been the longest since I have done a priest run. Let's go ahead and grab Anduin here, lower the volume, holy gods, and try this out. Kicking off with a decent rare here, Holy Fire. I consider Lightwell to be a pretty bad card. It distracts the enemy. 5 health is a lot for a 2-mana minion, but doesn't really do that much for you, and I don't really want to take Inner Fire or anything to try to make the combo work. Holy Fire, though, solid removal, provides some life gain, good times. Hey, there's the Inner Fire to go with my Lightwell. Well, since this is a junk pack, we're going to try the Oasis Snapjaw. This actually was very annoying against me really recently. Priest had this thing. It's one of those things where it doesn't really do much damage, but you don't really want to kill it because it has 7 health. But at the same time, it does enough damage to kill a lot of early drops, and as a priest, you can keep healing it up. So we're going to try this out. I mean, it was a garbage pack, so I might as well. Cute as the golem is, the Nova is very important. The priest only master removal. Here, we'll go for the Argent Squire. It's the most solid of those 1-drops, in my opinion. Alright, I can go for the Inner Fire combo here with my Oasis Snapjaw. Ah, God, I hate going for that, though. It's just not good. I'm going to take the safer pick, the Mind Vision. Alright, Shadow Word Pain is great, although I wouldn't mind a Cult Master at some point. Anyway, Shadow Word Death. Boy, I mean, these are very good cards. Spellbreaker is certainly nice, but I'm not going to pass on a Shadow Word Death. It's just so annoying if your opponent drops big things and you don't have that thing to kill them with. Let's grab a Panther. Oh, God. Okay, that's the 3rd Inner Fire we're seeing here. Still don't really want it. We'll take a Stormwind Knight. Very solid card. And we can take an Auctioneer or a Holy Fire. Priests aren't the greatest at comboing with this Auctioneer. 2 Holy Fires, though. We'll take the Auctioneer. I'd rather that was an Azure Drake, though. Okay, I don't want this garbage bodyguard, so here we'll take the Silence. The Silence is nice to have. Oh, hey, look, it's an Azure Drake. Do I take it or the Questing Adventurer? Let's take the Azure Drake. I don't have any card draw yet. I could take the removal or the 2-drop taunt. Let's go for the taunt. I don't really have that much of it. We'll take the Chillwind Yeti. I like it better than the Light Spawn, because even with, things like Divine Spirit and whatever, Light Spawn, what I hate about it is that it is a 5/5 for 4 mana, but if your opponent has pretty much anything out on the board already, they can engineer very profitable trades for it, because they can first reduce its attack power and then finish it off. Now, Silence, might be considered because it does combo with the Auctioneer, but not over a Holy Smite, which is just good. That's like the 3rd Ancient Watcher here. Holy balls. So do I want this the kind of 3-drop that sits there and is hard to kill, or do I want the Reach? What do I have for Reach right now? I can Smite the face, I can Holy Nova the face, I can Holy Fire the face. I've got a 1-charge creature, and that's currently it. I'm going to take this. I want something I can actually play on turn 3. My curve is a little bit lopsided. Alright, I can take an early drop, or I can grab this Mind Control. Let's take the Mind Control. I mean, it looks like I'm going to be going for the end game regardless, so I might as well go for it. Alright, I'll take the Commando because it's cheaper than the Elemental. The Elemental, I think, is the better card, but some people have told me I'm undervaluing this guy, so we'll see. That'll be my little test. Don't need this garbage. We'll take Ascension. Looks like I'm gonna need it. I could take the Mana Wraith because I am trying to slow down the opponent. This deck does not have that many early drops. But no, we'll grab Bitmaster here. It's just the better creature. Mana Wraith is so underwhelming. Now, Kidoke, do I take the Boulder Fist Ogre? Earlier, me would have taken the Ogre here without a single iota of hesitation. But I don't know. I've got 3 5-drops. Holy Nova and Holy Fire are also expensive. Already, at least 1/5 of my deck is 5 mana or more. I don't want to have to use the Ogre to try to catch up on games where if I had maybe taken one of these really quality drops, I wouldn't be so far behind. Yeah, we're going to take the Wolf. I don't have that many buffs, or do I have any buffs? I have no buffs. And I want early drops. Alright, second Holy Nova? Yeah, I've really regretted on not having 2 Holy Novas before. Second Shadow Word Death? Well, I could take the Inner Fire. What's this, like the 5th one I'm seeing? Good lord. Alright, let's take a Loot Hoarder here for some early card draw. Alright, here we have another opportunity for a 6-drop. But I'm going to take this Novice Engineer. I want to have card draw. I want to have those early plays. Here I'll take the Reckless Rocketeer. I'd rather have an Ogre or a Temple Enforcer, but I really don't want to take Elven Archer or Goldshire Footman. Okay. It's the power pack right here. Okay, well, taking Silence, and I just hope I never draw it without a Gadgetzan Auctioneer. Otherwise, I just hope I never draw it, period. Okay, Frostwolf Warlord, I really don't want another 5-drop. Power Word Shield could be okay. Or Novice Engineer. Let's take the Power Word Shield. I really don't want 2 of these. Don't want any more 5-drops. Don't want this Voodoo Doctor. I guess we're taking the bad 5-drop over the bad 4-drop. I might regret that. We'll see. And we end with an Epic. Well, these are sort of mediocre, so we'll take the Sea Giant. So passing on the Boulder Fist Ogre and the Temple Enforcer allowed me to take the Sea Giant in good conscience. Of course, if I hadn't seen the Sea Giant, I might have regretted passing on those big, beefy guys. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to find some kind of a balance. I've had this streak where I was making decks that were all just a little bit too top-heavy and losing games. And I hate playing big creatures and losing anyway. That's just like one of the worst feelings ever. When you play something big and then you lose anyway because your opponent had the commanding lead. This is a very good opening hand. I'm going to mulligan the Owl because I don't want to play that on turn 2, but I'll keep everything else. This is fine. So we play the Argent Squire on turn 1. I can coin the Demolisher on turn 2. And then hopefully by then I'll have drawn a 1, 2, or 3 drop. Argent Squire, of course, very good against Paladins. Stops him from getting automatic board control with those recruits. That could have been a big dumb beast, and I'm glad it wasn't. So he wanted a real creature there to stand up to the Argent Squire. He didn't find one. So now I'm going to put some pressure on him. Even though this might mean that next turn I've got nothing to do, I'm going to coin that Demolisher out because it's worth it to maybe get the free kill on a recruit or, you know, damage a 3-drop that he might play. And this thing with 4 health, I can heal it up, worst case scenario, if I don't draw a playable card.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, he's got a pretty slow start here. Is the barrel going to get the kill? It's not. Do I get a card I can play? I don't. Well, this is not the most impressive turn, so my opponent had a very slow start, nothing on turn 2 or 3, so I've kind of given him a little bit of ground. See, if my curve had been lower, I could have played something else and built up more pressure. I don't know what these could have been instead of what they are, but I didn't really get a whole lot of help here. So let's see, the Demolisher is just hellbent on hitting my opponent in the face. Big dumb beast, good lord. We're going to play the Ascension Shield Master and ignore that Yeti. Now I know, you know, don't let Paladins keep creatures, but I can't do anything about this. So I might as well do the best thing that I can, which is to try to protect my Demolisher from guaranteed death. So does my opponent have Silence? That would be a Paladin's best answer to Ascension Shield Master at this stage to get the kill on the Demolisher.
We must
He has a
cleanse
buff
the
which will let him kill the Ascension, but at least my Demolisher should live. Alright, just please don't hit the face, Demolisher. I'd like you to hit anything but the face. Alright, that is acceptable. I will accept this. Alright. Let's just play the most expensive thing we've got. That Demolisher's gonna die to the Yeti anyway, so I might as well use it to kill the recruit. We're gonna pass the turn. Wish I could have killed that Yeti, but I couldn't. Didn't have a Shadow Word Death. If I had Shadow Word Death, I would have totally played it. I got 2 of them in the deck. Unfortunately, they did not want to show up. Here, though, as long as he doesn't kill heal the Yeti, he can use this to kill the Demolisher, and then the Squire should be able to finish off. Interesting choice of equality. Is he actually going to consecrate me? Looks like he is going to consecrate me. Alright, well, at least the Yeti drops to 1 health. That could be useful. And at least the equality consecration combo wasn't, you know, any more devastating. I could use the Stormwind Knight to kill that. I could play the Imp Master, which will kill it as well, but then I'm not doing anything else with my mana. I could do this, but I don't really want that to die to the Yeti. There's really no good options here, is there? There's just nothing good to do. Alright, let's play the Big Dumb Beast. Heal my face. So this threatens to kill the Yeti and live to tell about it. That's what I'm going for, I guess. If we can survive a few turns to Mind Control, I can feel pretty safe. And next turn I can play the Imp Master and the Yeti. He's going to play a Dread Corsair without a True Silver Champion. Lucky me.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, he's starting to lay down some beats. Man, if I could get a Holy Nova, that would be great. Novice Engineer. Okay, I'm going to play the Novice Engineer because if I can get one of my 2 Holy Novas, that would be really super great. Shadow Word Pain is also fine. I will accept Shadow Word Pain so we can kill that guy, kill the Yeti. I could either heal the Big Dumb Beast or play the Imp Master. We're going to play the Imp Master. I think it's more valuable to get these Imps going than it is to protect the Big Dumb Beast from dying to Leopard Gnome. I've got plenty of health, so I'm not worried about the health situation. Next turn is 8. Hopefully I can play the Yeti and the Stormwind Knight. I might also play Reckless Rocketeer and heal. We'll see. Can't really kill him anytime soon. This is only 7 damage and he's at 15 health. That's really nothing as a priest. Raver. He's got another Yeti. That's fine. And an Ogre. So he's just got 2 big 4-drops. So he pretty much did what I'm going to do on my turn, except he did it first. Which automatically makes his thing better. He's going to take time to clear off some of my creatures. Fair enough. Alright. Change of plans ever so slightly. Well, do I want to do this? I could play this and this, but it's just not impressive. Yeah, we're going to do this. Let's clear that up. Swing at his face a little bit. And I'm going to heal my face rather than the Imp Master, because the Imp Master would have died anyway. If I could have healed it up to 5, then it would have popped an imp down to 4. The Ogre Magi would have killed it. So I'm just losing the tempo battle here. I fell behind. Like, if I could do what I was doing before what he was doing, I'd be totally fine. But instead, he's always getting the first drop on me, and that's really, really brutal. He also has a very fat deck, which is not super surprising considering how slow the start was. Okay, we need to play this guy real bad here. Kill that, and that, and that, and that, and kill myself off. Why am I facing not this guy? I judged this wasn't going to be relevant. Now I've got 4 cards to his 4. If he drops something big, I can mind control it. If he drops a bunch of little things, then I will be in worse shape.
Squire,
that is exactly what I did not want to see.
Ready, sir.
It's nothing worth mind controlling, and he's flooding the board. My saving grace here is I've got 2 goddamn Holy Novas in here, and I desperately need one of them, or else I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Auctioneer is really unhelpful because I can't cast any spells off of him. If I had healed this guy last turn, I could have healed him up to 5, and then I could have killed the Shattered Sun Cleric and lived to tell about it. That might have been good. Well, as it is, we'll heal him and kill the recruit. Oh, that was just the worst. He put a ton of stuff on the board, all of like moderate power, and there was nothing good to mind control, and my board was empty. That was just the absolute worst thing that could have happened. Oh man, Dark Iron Dwarf, so we can now actually kill the Yeti. So this guy got super buffed. He actually is bigger than his master now. So we kill it off. You know what's funny? I could still do fine if I would just get a freaking Holy Nova. That should be like a new song. Hearthstone the musical. I would do fine if I could just get a freaking Holy Nova. Blah, 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 blah. No, that's not a Holy Nova. Okay, well, we're going to play this and hope to get a freaking Holy Nova. Do you see why I took that second Holy Nova? You really... Oh, Jesus. Butternut squash Christ. Well... there's really no point in playing this guy, I don't think. We're gonna give our guys taunt here. I'm gonna have to go big or go home. I'm gonna kill that recruit and heal my panther. I just really need to clear his board as much as I possibly can. It's such a great song. I would do fine as long as I could get a freaking Holy Nova. What rhymes with Nova? Gova? Ova? Ova? If I don't get one, my opponent will soon punch me in the ova. No, that really doesn't make much sense. Oh, Nova. Are there really not that many words that rhyme with Nova? Ova, of course, but Dova? Nova? Oh god, is he gonna play Consecration? If he does, I'm gonna be so mad. No, he's just copying a 4/4 taunt. That's fine. Okie doke. I could mind control it. I'd rather not. I'd rather. Well, Holy Nova, it's too late. It's too late for Holy Nova. Holy Nova doesn't really do anything anymore. Thanks, game. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. Silence! Aww! Silence MVP. Holy fire. Can't play it. I can't play it. I want to play this so badly, but I just can't. So we're going to do that. There's really no point in healing that guy, so I'm going to heal my face, because I need to heal my face. And I might say, Boris, why don't you mind control it? Well, if I mind control it, he just kills it with his dwarf. I don't know. And since I got the silence, that silence is going to be wasted. At least I got a 0 mana cycle out of the deal. Oh my god, are you goddamn kidding me? Okay, I need Holy Nova again. I need Holy Nova again because it'll finish off whatever he uses to kill my Gadgeton Auctioneer. Holy Light. Is he healing the dwarf with that? Oh, fuck. That was a pretty good Holy Light, I have to confess. Oh my god, I need Holy Nova real bad. Jesus Christ. Power Word, Shield. Alright, is that better or worse than mind controlling one of his guys to get the taunter? I can Holy Fire. Okay, we're gonna Power Word Shield. Just draw a card. Seriously? Really? Both Holy Novas are down there? Alright. Well, let's Holy Fire that dwarf that he healed so deliberately. And I'm gonna play the wolf. I think it's better to play a creature than it is to heal my face. Do I run this in there for no reason whatsoever? I don't really see the point. We'll just leave it alone. Alright, so look at a mind control. If he plays Tyrion Fordring, that would be ideal. War Golem, okay, so the question is, can I actually steal this Golem and not die? Because if I steal it and then he kills me, then that's no good. He decides to kill my minions, or is he okay, he decides to kill my minions. Alright. Shadow Word Death. So I can actually Shadow Word Death that thing. What is this, 5, 7, 8, 9 damage? He just throws these 2 guys away and it kills the War Golem. But then he's got 2 recruits left. I do have 2 Holy Novas in here, so I should be able to kill off those recruits. Or I could Shadow Word Death, but if I Shadow Word Death, what am I achieving? Nothing, because I can't play anything else. If I had something else to play, I would have totally Shadow Word Death that and played the thing that I had left to play, but as it is, I might as well just steal it, make him kill it, and move on. Now, of course, he could have a better answer. He could play a Dark Iron Dwarf or something and just get the kill, but, you know, you gotta go for it. Shadow Word Death, well, I'll be able to kill this thing off after it gets enraged once. He's gonna throw that break away. Do I have a Shadow Word Pain? No, I think I only have one Shadow Word Pain in here. He's gonna try to enrage it himself with the Mad Bomber. I'd love it if the Mad Bomber could hit that Defender of Arcs, but of course it can't do any such thing. Alright, if I can get Holy Nova, which is a 1 in 4 chance of drawing it now, I can clear his board, and then, well, he's at the head of the top deck board. Of course I get friggin' Stormsuck Commando. Well, to be fair, it could have been a lot worse here. Could have been a lot worse. So now he uses the Defender of Argus to kill this. He's got these extra recruits coming in, but that shouldn't matter because I've got the Holy Nova. Problem is, I'm not actually necessarily going to be able to kill him. I need to get something to stick on this board. I've got, what, a Sea Giant? I got a Sea Giant. I got a Sea Giant. I'm going to have to win with that Sea Giant. That's the only way that I can win. If that Sea Giant gets humiliated, I will lose. But I've got 2 out of 7 of my cards are Holy Nova. I can clear his board with 1 turn, and then I have to get a Sea Giant down the next turn. I'm playing Mind Vision here. This must be a bad card, or he would have played it, I gather. Aldor Peacekeeper, no! Oh no, that means my Sea Giant is gonna bite it. Alright, I'm gonna play the Sea Giant, the Aldor Peacekeeper. You might say, Boris, why are you doing that? I mean, isn't he just gonna play his Aldor Peacekeeper? Yes, of course he is, but I need him to play that before I play my Sea Giant, otherwise I have literally no way that I could possibly win. I have 2 Holy Novas, they're both in the last 5th of my deck. This is so ridiculous. No! Are you goddamn kidding me? Why? Oh, God. Oh, the pain is unrelenting. He has a friggin' Aldor Peacekeeper. I've already used my silence. I have the Owl. I have an Ironbeak Owl. I can silence the Sea Giant after he Peacekeeps it. Okay, so I need Holy Nova first of all. You've got to be freaking kidding me. Holy Nova? You're like, holy fucking unbelievable that I have 2 of them and they're both in the last 5th of my deck, not to mention also my Sea Giant. That's a pretty good joke there. Anyway. So he's trying to fatigue me out, it seems, which is not a bad play. Oh, thanks, game. Thanks for that Holy Nova. Okay, so the Wolf dies to Holy Nova. That's great. He's still hanging on to that Aldor Peacekeeper, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, because of this recruit, if I top deck Sea Giant, I can play Sea Giant and then Holy Nova. No, I got the Owl. It's the wrong order. I needed the Sea Giant first, then the Owl. Well, we're gonna Holy Nova to clear his board. We're gonna heal my face. I'm not gonna play the Owl. I know he's holding an Aldor Peacekeeper. I have a Sea Giant in here. I can play the Sea Giant. He's going to Peacekeep it. I silence Sea Giant. I hit him. It's going to take me 3 turns to kill him, so I need to not die to fatigue in that time. But I have a Holy Nova to help with that. Oh, no, that's bad. Okay, I need Sea Giant right now. Right now, Sea Giant has to be Sea Giant. Holy Smite, that's not Sea Giant. Oh, bother of God. Well, I'm going to actually just die now, I think. I can Holy Smite this recruit. Is there any point? No, not really. It'll save me some damage. Oh my God, this game is ridiculous. Really, I think I just lost to cards. The cards being in like the most order. So my last 2 cards are, if I'm not mistaken, Holy Nova and Sea Giant. And unfortunately, my opponent's not playing enough creatures for me to be able to play both in 1 turn. Not that it matters, because I drew everything in the absolute worst possible order. Ah, good God. Good God. Oh, he's thinking about playing that Peacekeeper just to get extra damage on the table. He decides not to. He decides to buff just that guy. I don't really know why that... I don't know why he's doing that. I guess maybe he didn't want to buff this because he didn't want to get Shadow Word Deathed. Well, friggin' last card is Sea Giant. You've got to be friggin' kidding me. Alright, so we're gonna do this. If I silence this will deal 2 less damage. You know what? It's over. It's over. I just lose.
You have bested me.
That was a load of garbage donuts. Donuts made out of garbage. I should have won that game. I mean, the guy's deck wasn't that great. He was a fine player, but his deck wasn't that great. My deck, I think, was better than his. That's just my conjecture. I could, of course, be wrong. But I think I had the better deck. It was just, like, remarkable that both Holy Novas were at the bottom in the last, like, 5 cards, as was the Sea Giant. Now, I could have had a Bolterfist Ogre, a Temple Enforcer, and a Stormwind Champion in there, but I don't think that would have actually won me the game, because I was behind on tempo the whole time. So if I had had those big cards, I would have been even further behind on tempo. And I probably would have lost worse. That's my guess, anyway. Yoshimitsu, the Tekken fan, here is our warrior friend. Okay, some easy mulligan decisions here. Keep a Shadow Word Pain, mulligan the other stuff. Shadow Word Death, I got 2 of them. Hopefully one will come back. Okay, this is ridiculous. I think there's nothing wrong with the spells to minion ratio of my deck. I just can't get... Oh, okay. Just can't get a good card to save my life. So if he plays a thing, I can Shadow Word Paint it, and then I have nothing to do for until turn 6. That's great. Okay. Oh, he has nothing to do. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be one of those games, huh? Life. I mean, I'm the first to say that, you know, if you lose, you should always look for ways you could play better. And I'm certain I didn't, you know, draft this perfectly or anything. I really think this is kind of remarkably bad. I could actually play Power Word Shield on this Pine-Sized Summoner just to cycle a card. I think I need to do that. I mean, I'm at the mercy of my deck otherwise. So I'm gonna Power Word Shield, draw a card. It turns out I would have top decked that anyway and had it to play, but maybe this way I'll top deck Yeti or something better than my big dumb beast.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay, so there's Knife Juggler and Grimscale Oracle. Well, yeah, here we are in the loser's bracket, ladies and gentlemen. It Master, and nope, we'll just play the Snapshot. That'll kill the Knife Juggler. I'll live to tell about it. Next turn I can play the It Master and heal this dude up. Alright, now he got that, so I can't kill the Knife Juggler, unless of course I blow my Silence, which I will in fact do. I think that's totally worth it. Holy Smite will also kill the Knife Juggler. What's better to use? Silence, I just go down a card. But then he dies. This way I click. So basically I can go down a card or I can go down some health. Well, I'm healing this anyway. So yeah, I might as well use the Silence because it's the inferior card. Now I could, of course, you know, regret that later on because I will not have the Silence on hand for the Gadgetzan Auctioneer. But, this way I have the Holy Smite on hand, which is still pretty good with the Gadgetzan Auctioneer, so I think that's okay. I've got 2 damaged minions, so if he had a pair of executes, that would be unfortunate. Yes, I presume some other 3-2 that he's going to play. It's going to be an ooze. So it charges, it barges. It grows and enlarges. He's going to hit me in the face. Interesting choice. I would have thought he'd kill the It Master. He just decided to go for broke. He's actually going to use this... What? That's weird. He should have used this engine to kill that. Okay, this person's playing badly. He should have killed my It Master, and if he was going to kill my 1-1, he should have put damage on a creature rather than throwing a whole creature away. So, anyway, slight mistakes here by my opponent. Let's just keep it simple, keep it safe. We're going to play the Smite. And then, as tempting as it is to kill this guy, we need to kill the Warsong Commander, because it's a little bit nuts to let your opponent untap with one of those in play. Okay, I got Holy Nova ready to go to kill this thing off. If I get Gadgetzan Auctioneer, I can play Holy Smite. Okay, this is a problem, because I have to hit it twice in order to kill it. I don't have any Cabal Shadow Priests or Shadow Madnesses, which would have been a great answer to that, and I've already used my Shadow Word Paint, so this is actually a problem. He's going to get 2 cards out of it, quite sadly. Okay, this is actually totally worth it, 100%. This, like, stops him from getting 2 cards. That is incredibly worth it. We'll do this. This. I can Holy Smite it to death, but I don't see much point in that. We're just going to heal up my big dumb beast past the turn. Holy Nova will finish this off when the time comes. I presume there will be cause to use Holy Nova, and if there isn't, well, I can. Then that must mean he played something big, and I'll be able to mind control in a few turns. I've also got Shadow Word Death to tide me over till then. So he's got 6 cards to my 6, soon to be 7, but my card quality is a bit lackluster, to say the least. You know, maybe I should have actually Holy Smitten that so that the owl could live. I probably, you know, that was a mistake, folks. I apologize. I should have Holy Smoten it so that my owl could live, and then it would be killing the Strikeless Rocketeer. Mind Vision. Well, let's do Mind Vision before we do anything else. Might as well. Priestess of Elune. Well, if I do this, then I would have to lose my big dumb beast killing that. So I don't think that's actually worth it. Oh wait, it is actually. Hold on. I'm gonna just play this thing. I'm gonna use Holy Smite here. I'm done waiting for that Gadgetzan Auctioneer to show up. Let's just go ahead and play this woman down. I think that's worth using up a Holy Smite to get a 5/4 on the table. So we know that he's got one of these terrible cards. He had a Grimscale Oracle and a Priestess of Elune. And he played badly, so this is definitely a bottom tier deckhand player. But he's got Gorahal, so it doesn't matter. I could have, of course, have stolen that with Mind Vision, unless that was his most recently top decked card. But, of course, that's not going to happen. Is he going to coin for an armor up? Okay, yeah. If I lose this game, that would be quite embarrassing. At the moment, though, it does look like I'm going to lose it. I mean, I don't have any oozes. I never saw any in the draft. The armor's up before attacking as well. There's all kinds of problems. Oh, man. This is embarrassing.
I hope you like my invention.
Card, Sea Giant. 1 mana off from playing it. As expected. We're going to heal up the big dumb beast and smack him in the face. Man, if I take him one of those inner fires, maybe I would have been better off. So now this guy actually survives Gorehowl, which is hilarious. Sea Giant also survives Gorehowl, so I will go ahead and play it if the need arises. Is he going to actually hit this guy? Yep, he's going to hit it. Or bring it down. What has he got? Whirlwind? Abomination. I see. Well, mind controlling that's not going to help, because my opponent will Gorehowl it, and my guys will all still die. So what I'm going to do here is play Sea Giant. Heal up my guy for pretty much no reason. Pass the turn, there's no point running into them. So here's where the Owl or the Sounds would have actually been quite useful, but I've already used them both up. Just going to slam it. So now he could kill this with the Abomination. Cycle for card. That was a pretty good slam, I gotta say. There's really no point in Gorehowling this. He could have just run the Abomination into it. The Abomination would have exploded and then killed it. Wow, so he actually... My opponent actually just took 8 damage to the face for truly, and I'm not exaggerating, no reason. He just took 8 damage for absolutely no reason, unless I'm horribly misanalyzing the situation. I could do a poor man's Flame Strike here. Nah, let's just do this. That. Play Panther. And we'll pass the turn. So the Berserker can kill my big dumb beast, if it wishes. And then the Holy Nova will finish these things off.
What you want?
Holy Nova will kill that off as well. It'll kill that off as well. Oh, he decided not to enrage his Berserker. Well, what we can do is then Holy Nova Shadow Word Death. And that'll be fine as well. So I'm kind of ahead on cards here. Once he plays something that I can mind control it. The reason I'm going to win this game is because he's out of cards. But he actually could have potentially won if he'd played better. That guy gets buffed up, so actually I can Shadow Word Death him anyway. We'll just do that. Holy Nova. Heal my face. Swing at his face. Okay. So let's say he kills this Panther with the Gorehowl. He's down to 10 health. Armor up to 12. This is 5 plus 2 is 7. He's down to 5 health. All I need is to play one decently sized minion that I can mind control, and then I'll win the game. If he plays anything huge, like some kind of legendary, then I'll win the game even harder. Keeps on armoring up before attacking. He should have also 8 more health. He should actually have like 8 more health than he currently has, because he has a Sea Giant for no reason at all. Alright, we're gonna just mind control this. This is fine. So he's got 2 cards left. I've got this to kill one of them, this to kill the other one, and then I've got the Wolf. Well, that'll die to the Gorehowl, I suppose. But if any of his cards will die to Holy Nova, then I'll be ahead. That was a remarkable mistake. So to recap, my Sea Giant was at 6 health. My opponent had an Abomination on the field. Abomination will hit an enemy for 4 damage, explode, deal 2 damage. Did my opponent really just do this? This is hilarious. So you don't want to do this. The reason you don't want to do this is because I'm a priest. I can just heal the damage you just dealt me. There's really no point in it. We'll go ahead and play the Reckless Rocketeer and the Wolf for 7 surprise damage. My lord, blah blah. Oops, that was bad-mannered. I shouldn't have done that. I don't actually know that I'm going to kill him, because he can armor. If he clears my board and armors up, Holy Nova's not going to be the kill. So it's that was bad-mannered. Well played. I didn't actually mean to say that. Sorry, Yoshimitsu. I apologize. I'm not really a jerk. Bumpity 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 boopity boom. I would be just fine if I could just draw a freaking Holy Nova. Oh, what are you doing? So what happens now to Gorehowl? It's a 0/1 weapon. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Well, it's got the Arcanite Reaper there to replace it. And Leperno. I'm glad that he took the time to do all that. I could bad manner Holy Nova kill him, but let's just kill him, disable Blade, and move on with life. So thanks for watching, folks. I think I will do a part 2 for this, as usual, playing the first 2 games in one video. Though I don't know how many games I'm going to win with this deck. Apparently, I'm not doing that well. The good news is I've got this awesome Total Dominance class. Check it out. So that's 100 gold waiting for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.